Pep, first of all, before we start talking about Arsenal, can I ask you about Bernardo, your captain? I know at the start of the season when we spoke, you talked about the contribution, the way he conducted himself last season when things weren't going well, and how he turned up every day 100%.
Yeah, I've been a terrific, I would say, 9 years with this club. I guess his contribution is massive on and off the pitch, of course. He's not maybe the most famous in terms of many things, but all the managers, the type of players that we adore, because always thinking what is the best for the team, is reading exactly what happened on the pitch, always in the bad moments he's there. So I wish him, his wife, his daughter, and all the family the best of the future. They just can be grateful, say thank you 1,000 million times for the incredible contribution to this club, what they have done to this club. And hopefully we can deliver, a good farewell and deliver a good last month in terms of results, a good performance.
Incredible to think as well, he's hardly missed a game during his time here through injury. That says a lot in itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, I see genetic is top, recover well, Maybe it's not in muscular injuries because maybe he doesn't have muscles, so maybe that.
So what is it then?
That is the reason why. No, there are players like that, There are players like they have incredible genetic, recover well, and his mindset is always in the right spot. I think, it's something where there are few of these players that left during, 10 years. There's always had the feeling that something of myself is living, with him, because I've been 9 years, every single day, meetings, games, good moments, bad moments, share it together. So, and always in the positive, Always I have the 1 or 2 days said, okay, we're going to do it again and do it again. So, will be missed, absolutely.
And also, lastly, as a player, it's difficult to replace a player at the best of times, but the person, you don't come across people like that, I imagine, very much in this society, in this world that we live in now.
Oh, everything is replaceable. So life, except until you die, so another player will come and another contributions and attributes will do it. Happen with starting for the managers, for the players, for the sport directors, for the CEOs. Important is what do you do when you are there. And Bernardo have done many, many, many good things that the people maybe saw it, but many, many good things behind the scenes that always was the best for the team. I've done it.
And when you talk about then giving him, or trying to give him a good farewell, how are you then now coming into this game against Arsenal that so many are talking about, title races and this, that and the other? How are you going into it?
A pleasure to be here. So, be in the title race again, that means we have done really well, except the first season and one season in Liverpool that was so brilliant last season. Every season we have been there, and that is what the big clubs have to show, We won one title for the Champions League, biggest rival, so tough rival, we could not do it, and by FA Cup semi-finals, and we are there. So we know it's a final, especially for us, but we are going to try.
How do you plan a season when a new season comes along? You look at the fixture list and it's about how do you work out that you are going to be ideally where you want to be and think we can do something here?
No, I don't plan when I start the season. I don't plan. How to train good, ideas, and see the team how improve, how grow up during the weeks and the month. That is the key point. So all the setbacks, I never pretend the season will start and everything will be perfect, red carpets and everything will be easy. There are a lot of effort for all the clubs, especially for Arsenal, I'm pretty sure for us to be up there. There are a lot of hard work behind and a lot of commitment for the players and try to be follow as a manager and always disappointment when you don't get results, but immediately stand up, okay, we can do better to improve, especially this season, that when you staff close to me and knew a lot of new players, how quick, can settle to be there.
So there was not one stage in this season where you thought you wouldn't be in this race?
But in certain moments I thought we'll be there, in certain moments, okay, it's gone. But yeah, I think the Premier League is so demanding, so tough. It's really, really tough. And at the end, we learned for many years, because we won many Premier Leagues in the last game of the season, that Premier League is over until it's over, you know. Otherwise, it's just so long, many things can happen.
I was just wondering, kind of using a golf analogy, because I know you like your golf, but is it like getting yourself ready to be in position on the final day to go out and give it your all and hopefully take risks and get whatever reward you can get from it? Can you plan it like that?
Yeah, but of course, everybody say you have to do a back nine and Sunday in the Masters, be ready to win the Masters. Yeah, of course. But you have to play good on Thursday and Friday and Saturday in the moving day, you know, otherwise you are not in contender. So in 38 games, so you are incredible, much better that we have been 2 or 3 seasons that 100 points, or many of the second Premier League that we won 5 or 6 fixtures before or whatever. So always is, you have to be there until the end. You have to do many good things in October, November, January, you know, but with this amount of games that we have here in this country, and the rhythm they play and many things, always is, you know, I'm proud. You know, I didn't expect in certain moments the season be here, and it's nice to be here tomorrow, day after tomorrow and Sunday, to play game with our people, live, you know. So at the end, our life and football is try to how much memories you can get, you know, and you can keep in your pockets.
And take with you?
Forever. Yeah, of course, I have incredible memories, and not just the good ones. I have in these 10 years, I had a big disappointment, but part of my memories, you know, and always will be there. So how we react in that moment, how many people were completely, you know, disappointed or sad, or, you know, like I was, and that's why we are here.
You said in your press conference, if you lose against Arsenal, that's it as far as you're concerned, the title race is over. I guess for the supporters, for media, for pundits, journalists, it's exciting, but also dangerous to put points on the board that you haven't actually won yet. Is that a fair comment? Is that a fair thing to say?
Well, we have one game in hand. With you know, we win that game, and I don't know. I said before, it's all because I think that, you know, with 9 points behind Arsenal, 1 game in hand, and just 5 games left, Arsenal, wow, will make the other step until 22 years old. But in that position, especially the result in Bournemouth, of course, if we don't win the game, and we don't lose the game, still it's on, because of course the distance was 3 points, and it's not big, you know, because we have an incredible calendar. So away, Everton, Bournemouth, I don't know, Burnley in that position, but imagine Crystal Palace or Brentford and Aston Villa with an eye. So that's why I'm thinking, okay, play that game. It's not 1 game left or 2 games left. Still having 6 games to play and 18 points in the Premier League with these rivals. I'm sorry, it's a lot. Many things happen. So the fact that they drop points, Arsenal, make it still, whatever happened tomorrow, if we don't lose, still you have a chance.
There's one thing I want to ask you coming to the end of the interview. I want to ask you about your daughter, if you're happy, in the sense that we've seen her a lot this season. We saw her at the League Cup final after you beat Arsenal to win that trophy. We saw her in the stands next to you watching the FA Cup game against Liverpool. She seemed to be having a really good time. I just wondered what it's like watching a match with your daughter alongside you. It's just such a nice thing to say.
Yeah, of course. I miss them a lot. So we don't live together. Maria, my daughter, live in London, so it's close by. When the finals in London always come. She was in Chelsea away 3 years ago, and of course, so they grew up. They are not the babies that we have in your, you know, in your arms, but you know, the kids, what can I say, the father. So the little one lives in Barcelona with mom, and the other one between, Barcelona, Middle East, so that's why we are away, and it's nice, you know, to have, you know, my daughter Maria and Marius tomorrow they come to watch the game on Sunday, and I love to, they come to see them, because all my period as a manager, we live our profession so close.